Just cause ordinances. Doesn't that sound righteous? Of course it does. No one should be evicted without a just cause. Well, why are we looking at just cause ordinances in the city of Long Beach? Don't we have everything we need in the rental agreement that exists between tenants and landlords? Of course we do. Why are we looking at just cause ordinances right now? Isn't everything we need between a landlord and a renter in their rental agreement? Well, the state of California and the laws that govern us say yes. Let's talk about that for a minute. When you rent an apartment, you know that you have to pay a certain amount of rent. You have to pay it on a certain date. That's your rental agreement. The other part of your rental agreement are your house rules. That details what the conduct needs to be whenever you have tenants in a building. So if people are paying their rent on time and following the house rules, why do we need another burdensome layer of bureaucracy between landlords and tenants, causing divisiveness and problems? There are some in this community that think we need a responsible renters ordinance. That's the way they are branding it these days. What does this do in reality? It disallows a landlord from getting rid of tenants even though they're not following the house rules. If the tenant doesn't follow the 13, 15, 20, or 5 different rules that are set out in just cause eviction, the landlord cannot get rid of them. Very often today, a landlord is an extension of the police department. The police cannot begin to cover all the problems that exist in a community. And the landlords, by invoking their house rules, keep the criminal activity out of the buildings and hopefully off the streets. But sometimes a gangbanger will move into a building with a girlfriend. The girlfriend has been gone through credit checking. The gangbanger obviously has not. Or a pedophile will move in with a partner. Sometimes we even have hoarders that move in, and you don't know if someone's going to be a hoarder until they're in there. We also have water wasters. We have drug dealing. If the just cause eviction or responsible renters' rights ordinance goes into effect, landlords will no longer be able to give 30 or 60-day notices to these bad actors. The only way they are going to be able to get rid of these folks is to have the tenant who complained go to court and testify against the criminal. Now that involves the complaining tenant taking a day off work, getting no pay, and being probably pretty fearful of his or her own safety or the safety of their families. Tenants are not going to be willing to go to court to testify just because we have a just cause eviction rule. And ladies and gentlemen, that is how neighborhoods and buildings are turned into cesspools. They become a safe haven for the bad actors. Just cause eviction has caused many, many owners and tenants a lot of lost nights of sleep, a lot of lost rent, and a lot of good tenants ending up out of buildings that started out to be wonderful. The time is now, ladies and gentlemen. We have to stand up. When one of our people in our community is attacked with a just cause eviction law, it affects all of us. We have to stand up. The threat is real. The time is now. Contact your city council people and the mayor. Tell them that just cause eviction is not something you want to see in your community. You value your neighborhood. You value your apartment buildings. And individuals, you value your homes. Do you want your neighborhoods to go down the toilet with this kind of cesspool activity, tearing away the value of your homes? Because let's not forget, we're a multicultural, multi-ethnic, multi-diverse community. Long Beach has single-family homes, duplexes, and apartments all together on many of the same streets. When one of these buildings goes down, they will all go down. Do you want that building to be yours or your home? Act now.